Running water can be calming, soothing, even therapeutic. But when running water rages, it has devastating effects, leaving wreckage in its trail. The beautiful, strong, and even the well-equipped suffer its consequences.
So I'm walking through this place here where a flash flood has come through and absolutely ravaged it, completely rearranged. Yikes! Completely rearranged the whole scenery. And flash floods come very quickly, they're very dangerous, and as you can see, they're very powerful. So we're going to continue up a little ways and get to an area that is filled with lizards. This is a great place for them too, but with all this damaged area, we want to get a little bit past it.
Getting past it would mean crossing loose rocks, running water, and the occasional log. As the sun continued to rise, the warmth of light began to waken the lizards. Just what I was looking for.
Hi, I'm Miguel Caldera, and this is Yarrow Spiny Lizard. These little creatures like to live in rocky and forested areas in any little crevice they can find. Any little crack in the rocks, any little crevice in the bark of a tree is exactly where these guys want to live. Why? Because it's just big enough for them to squeeze into, while still being small enough so that predators can't get to them. And aren't they just a beautiful little lizard? Look at that coloration. He is feisty. Look at the color underneath. But look at this blue right here, just this iridescent coloring. Just absolutely beautiful. Along the belly again, more blue. They use that to signal to their rivals. Beautiful pink underside of their tail. Now while we're talking about the tail, this is a species of lizard that will actually drop its tail at various segments. If a predator comes and tries to get it, it will simply detach the tail. The lizard will get away while the tail sits there wriggling, and the predator thinks that it got a meal.
Nearby, a drama begins to unfold. A young male is ready to mate with a female, but a larger male stands by to challenge that desire. Too late. Successful in mating, the female escapes. The large male watches her every move.
Now, while these little lizards are beautiful, they are also predators. They have these very sharp little claws with which they can grasp onto wood, rocks, and other things that they may be trying to climb. They're going to eat grasshoppers, beetles, wasps, even small centipedes. And they're just going to grab them with their mouth and viciously, almost like a dog, shake them side to side as they try to swallow them down. Now these little back legs right here, you might not think of a lizard as being capable of jumping, but boy can they jump. And they are fast, fast little creatures. They have to avoid pretty much anything larger than themselves. Snakes, birds, rodents would love to get their hands on one of these. And of course, they also have to avoid me, because I'd love to get up close and see what they look like. And this guy's very keen to find that moment when I'm not holding on to him and try to get away. Beautiful little species here. Look at that long greenish coloration on the tail. Beige. This beige coloring that you see here actually shines a pinkish red in the sun.
Back at Mating Rock, both males watch the female, but the smaller male keeps his distance. The female, no longer interested, wants only solitude. She rests on a stick up near the water's edge, but the larger male is hot on her heels.
When these lizards encounter a predator, their first reaction is to simply stay still. This dark black, the green, the yellows, and the orange within their coloration is cryptic. That means it blends them into their surroundings, whether it's rock, whether it's bark. So their first reaction, simply stay still, maybe the predator won't see me. If the predator continues to approach, they run, and they'll do their best to get high up into a tree or slip into a crack where a predator's claws can't grasp it. And they can do that very quickly. Lastly, if they do get caught, they have two little defenses. One, as I mentioned earlier, if the predator gets a hold of the tail, they can detach their tail and run away. Second, if a predator gets a hold of a leg or the body, the lizard will do its best to bite the predator, preventing it from swallowing it, particularly if it's a snake, and shake it if it can a little bit to see if maybe it can get the predator to let it go. Clever little guys, very smart, very fast, very beautiful. Isn't that right, little guy?
The larger male stands guard, anticipating his opportunity to mate. But he is defeated by her persistent refusal.
Yarrow Spiny Lizard. Till next time, I'm Miguel Caldera. Get out and enjoy your hunt for nature.
Reflecting on the Flashflood aftermath and the lizard mating drama caused me to think about the reality of an ancient proverb. The beginning of strife is like releasing water. Therefore, stop contention before a quarrel starts.